So it seems we are three of us. If my network is clear, can you indicate? It seems the rest of us, I don't know if you can hear me clearly.
Yes, we can hear you. Good evening.
Okay. Okay. It seems the network is cracking generally.
Yeah, the network is a bit not friendly.
But can you hear me clearly?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you clearly.
Okay. Okay. But from your own side, it seems the network is.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Kind of somehow.
Okay, let me switch network.
It's quite terrible. So welcome all. We're all welcome to the meeting for today. Today is our fifth meeting for the Tyap Wikimedia user group since we started in June. And at this very moment, this is 6:03, and it seems whenever we have meetings like this, we could just start at once, and by exactly 7 o'clock, we can round up. So thank you all for coming. For the rest of us who are here to join, probably you would get to watch this video and get to understand what we discussed during this meeting. So how do we begin? Let me give the mic over to Atoli Quaid to introduce us to the meeting.
I don't know. Can you all hear me?
Yeah, clearly now.
Yes, we can hear you.
All right. Thank you very much. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the fifth edition of our community meeting, which we have been running it consistently every month for the last 5 months. So for those of us who are here today, we appreciate you. And just as the director has said, we are not, we will try as much as we can to run with time so that we'll catch up, and then by 7 at most, unless you want to gossip other things, but by 7 at least we should be done with the agenda for the day. So once again, I welcome you all to the event. I think from this end now, I don't know if we'll be having a lot of delay. By the numbers we are having, there is hope that anybody that comes later can join us as we make progress. So thank you very much, sir, and I wish us happy deliberation.
So today we are going to discuss just about what we did in the in the Wikidata's birthday, the 12th birthday of Wikidata that happened on October 30th of this month. Is it October 30th or?
No, October 2nd and 3rd.
Okay, November 2nd. Yes. So the Wikidata was actually conceived on the 29th of October, but that was actually the birthday for Wikidata. But we had to move our own date a little bit further so that we would be well organized by that very period on the 2nd and on the 3rd. And unfortunately, a lot of us were not present. The only people that were present with us during the Wikidata were actually the leaders from our Zaria Hub, our Tiapland Hub, and then our latest TWU Wikimedia community hub. But then we would want a situation whereby the rest of us who were not actually present would participate in the remaining days of the Wikidata-a-thon or the Data-a-thon program, which is currently on and is going to end on the 30th of November. And the aim is for us to create items. Items could be maybe about people, about places, about just some little information, or a little information about different items that have to do with this our area called the Nenzit area, or Central Nigerian Plateau, because our Wikimedia's user group affiliate deals with mainly is domicile in this very location. And we can also create lexims. Lexims are actually words of the languages, especially the languages we work with, Tyap, and also TWU, and the other languages that have been enabled. There are quite few, like Berum and one or two languages around the central Nigerian area here. Hopefully by the time we start projects in other languages of the plateau, we are going to have these languages also enabled, and then we can be able to create lexims in these languages also. So thus far, we have been able to have a lot of edits, and it's quite encouraging. Just that I can see that most of the people that are contributing in the Wikidata are actually newer people that just joined us, and some of them they came with this very zeal to contribute mainly in the English language. That's why we say the Tyap Wikimedia user group is not really just about the languages that we have here, Tyap and TWU. We can also contribute meaningfully in the English language, and if we are contributing to the English language, then we actually contribute mainly about this region. Other user groups in Nigeria, they also focus on other regions, like the Yoruba Wikimedia user group that focuses on the southwest or the Yoruba area, and the Hausa Wikimedia user group that focuses also on the northern area there, and the Wikimedia Nigeria that also has networks in the Niger Delta, focusing on the Niger Delta articles in the English language, and also in Kaduna here there's another network, and in Gombe there's another network, and just recently the Akwa Ibom network was created to focus on items about the Akwa Ibom area and hopefully maybe the Cross River area. So we don't really know why we had a low turnout in this very event, and people who we could have expected could be present weren't present. Nevertheless, looking at it also from another angle, we usually hold our events Geoffrey, can you please mute? Yeah, so we usually hold our event from that's the Wikidata event.
Geoffrey, please mute your mic if you can hear me.
That's the Wikidata event.
Geoffrey, please mute your mic
Yes,
if you can hear me.
Yeah, so so the Wikidata event we usually hold, they usually are held with Geoffrey, can you please click on the green mic icon to mute your mic? So the Wikidata events we usually hold right from 2022, they usually combine with the meet-up. That is, all the community would come together to see one another. Those of them who have been editing and have not really met together can just come together and see ourselves. But then this very time around, we are actually dividing the Wikidata event with the meetup. And our own meetup for this very year is going to hold on the 7th of December of this year. That's in about 3 weeks' time. And in that very 3 weeks, we are going to also have the presentation of gift for those who have participated in the Wikidata data athon, and that's the first, second, third highest editors for the male category, and the first, second, third for the female categories. And also we are going to have like a community meeting. This very community meeting we are having today in December, we are going to have it in person instead of online. Even though probably we may create maybe a video call for those who are not able to make it, to also see what we are going to do. But in December this year, God willing, is going to be in person, and then that is that. So I don't know if we have any more contributions to what I said thus far. Go ahead.
All right. Zugwai, thank you very much. Sorry, today we will understand that we are going to be observing some changes from now on going forward, because the community is being diversified to some level. We are having a new people coming in, not literally not the Tyap speakers or the Jew speakers, neutral people coming in. And you know, our community is an open community. We welcome people as long as you are going to contribute to the vision and the mission of which is guiding the community. So we should try as much as we can to also communicate in the language that everyone will understand. I think that should be easy now to some level. Unless if we're having an in-house meeting, that one we can as well focus on the native languages. So just as Levy have said, the Wikidata has come and gone, and we experience a new turnaround to some level. We have a new members coming in to join us, and for those of us who are editing and who can also have access to the dashboard, we can see that it's, in fact, from all the event, the Wikidata event we have had in the past, this happened to be a different one entirely, because the contribution is massive. All thanks to the new people joining us now, coming in. So we want to appreciate you. If you are here and you are just new to this meeting, we welcome you. I will appreciate all your contributions so far to the campaign that is ongoing. So just so you know, the campaign is still ongoing. For those of us who are still willing and want to continue or want to participate, you can still go on, because we are seeing all the activities, and I must tell you, I'm very impressed and proud to say this. So thank you and kudos to everyone. So the Wikidata so far, we can see, just as we discussed during the event proper, we have developed a tracking dashboard within the communities, and we can see events happening within those communities. So I would like to have some of us who can update us about our happening just within those communities, so that we will know the progress we are making as regards to the Wikidata so far. So from here now, I think I will start with, you know, we usually have the senior brothers. So the Zaria people always claim to be the senior brothers when you come to the communities. So I would like to hand over the microphone to the representative from the Zaria. Okay, Atuelima is here. So Atuelima, so that you can update us about the activities happening over there in Zaria.
Good, and thank you very much
Thank you,
for
sir.
the opportunity. I have a problem with my earpiece, so I may not be able to use the earpiece. I'm using the phone directly.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, you're getting me.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So thank you. We have actually, when we came back, we actually organized an in-house training for some of our members, of which just very few number turned up for that training, to update them on the event and also tell them what is on ground. And by the grace of God, I discovered that part of those that were in I think all of us that were at the event, the Wikidata event, actually have done some editing work. So the progress so far recorded is that the original people that have been part of it are the ones still active in the work. I didn't check my dashboard today, but at least there's improvement in the activity too. And we are trying to put other members through, because we have directed ourselves that we should try to bring in all those that were active, that were with us then, but there were little challenges. Some have they have problem with their phones. They are not actually using Android phone. I know the priority now is food. Actually, the truth of the matter is the situation is really not smiling on everybody, and you cannot blame some people. But notwithstanding, we are doing our best. We're also bringing in more people and encouraging others to participate in the event. For now, I think that's just what I can say. Maybe subsequently, if the other members join, we may get more reports. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, sir. We appreciate you. Just so you know, I'm also seeing the activities from Zaria, and to be honest, you people are making, you are really trying. So kudos to you people from Zaria Hub. So moving on, we would like to also get update from the Tyap Hub. Is there anyone? Okay, Baba Theophilus.
So, good evening, everyone. I'm actually in a very crowded place, so I may not be able to use my videos. So thank you for having me. And actually, I'm not the leader, but I thought Mr. Israel will make it for the meeting, but I am sure due to one, the other, he's unable to connect with us right now. So concerning the editing, we have tried to mobilize our regular editors and the ones that were with us during the outreach here in Chaplain outreach. But we have a little challenge because most of them really want to participate, but the challenge is mostly about their devices. People like actually Samkwai, he really want to participate, but he complained about his device. And if you check our dashboard, our editors, you will notice that I added one JDBN. He too show interest, but unfortunately, he told me he's in school now and his device is with the repairs, but hopefully within the week, he will actually do it. He will repair it and join us. So I concentrate more in creating new articles on Wikipedia and Wiktionary so that we will use it for the whole of November. And Kajung is joining us from Jos, and she's also doing her best. She says she wants to do more, but that she do not understand the lexemes, and I don't know how to really put her through online. So I think maybe until we physically meet, because I don't know how I can really put her through all that online. And I think Mr. Israel too is also editing some of the Wikidata and lexemes too. But personally, I focus more on creating articles so that we can continue editing throughout the month of November. And then by December too, we create more. The plan was actually that we'll create them at least in stages so that we will not see too many articles that we maybe weaken our body and stuff like that. So we decided to create like 15 or 20. If we are able to finish them within a week or two, then we create more. So I think that's what we are up to. And permit me to also say that we receive our data token for reimbursing our editors, though we have not reimbursed anyone yet until the week. We wanted to be sure that people are working and are on ground before the reimbursement, but hopefully within the week that will start, that's next week, the few editors that we have on ground will start receiving their reimbursement. So on the part of our leader here, I may not be able to speak on his behalf, but from my side, I think that is it. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, sir. So, to Levy, any reaction to Baba comment before we move further?
Yes, thank you, Gwen. Yeah, actually, well done for your works. Actually, Baba, actually, Imam at Zaria. Actually, the Wikidata, the lexemes are quite new to us in the group, and this is actually the first time we're dealing with it. Nevertheless, you can see that a lot of links, about thrice links, have been pasted in the groups, so that people who need to know about lexemes could know it. I may not be able to tell you how to edit lexemes properly, but the people who actually have been there for from the very beginning till today, they actually make those videos, and those video links have been pasted on those links. So any excuse that someone will say that no, I cannot be able to edit lexemes, I think that's not really going to be an excuse, because those videos are already there. One of them is from the TWU Wikipedia here in Ghana, and then another one is from the Dagbani Wikimedians user group is still in Ghana. Then another video was made by this guy from Sweden. Yet another edit lesson was made by, in fact, a lot of videos on lexemes only. So they did those videos with computer. So if someone is watching it, one is also editing it and practicalizing it with the phone. It's quite easy. So someone like Kajun can actually watch those videos, except if she never watched them or cared to click on those links, then she has the excuse to make. But I think in terms of the lexemes, we are okay, we are good to go, and we don't have to actually do it bit by bit physically. That's the way people learn, even from abroad, and that's the way the white people or the Europeans or the Americans that were able to transfer the knowledge to us from their own place through the internet, and then we got it from here. And I think our people need to actually upgrade and not always expect that it has to be in person. In person, it's not sustainable. Yeah. So thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, sir. So, Baba, just as you have heard, to all of us, the whole lexeme thing is actually we are not too conversant, but working our way up to see how we can understand it better. But those videos available really guide you on how to navigate the lexemes. So, having said that, I also want to draw our attention, because I learned you made mention that you are trying to create a new articles on Wikipedia, if I'm not wrong. So, just as we discussed the last time, the creating of articles, they are not bad, but what we want to focus on now is, we said there is time for everything. We have season for everything. Now the season now is to focus on the Wikidata, but nevertheless, you can as well continue what you are doing. But then, when you talk about Wikipedia now, where we are actually looking at is how to improve the already existing articles that we have, not creating a new ones and then letting the old ones just be dormant there without improvement. So if we are to actually focus on the Wikipedia now, our advice may be, the once we created, since we are from the Tyap area, go back to those articles we created during the Tyap improve on those articles, focus on those ones, the ones we have done so far, go back to them, review them. You that understand the language, by the time you go back there, you discover that a lot of people actually make blunders during the translation. So it is our duty now to go back, review them, and to also improve on them. So when it is time to create new articles, we are going to have the go ahead from the top, and we are going to make the articles for creation available so that we can focus on those ones. But for now, I would rather advise, let us focus on improving the already existing articles. So that is my comment about that. But then the activities from Tyap land for you and Israel, actually, I'm seeing what you people are doing, and I must comment, you guys are doing a very great job. So kudos to you too from the Tyap land. So before we go to the Jew Wikipedia, for those who are joining us now, this is a Tyap Wikimedia user group community meeting. This is the 5th one consistently for the last 5 months. So what we do here is to come all together as a community to discuss about the activities that happened so far and what we should expect as regarding the activities of the organization. All of us here, we should feel free where we think we can throw more light so that where you want the community to improve on, this is an avenue where you can actually bring those things up so that we can learn from each other. So that is the essence of having these meetings today, so that we can always get highlight from other communities as regarding to their activities. So I believe we understand everything that's happening. So thank you so very much. So moving on now, let's see from the Jew community, what is happening there so far? Anyone from the Jew? Okay, I can see Toli Jacob Nzama. Are you free to speak, sir?
Yeah. Good evening, everybody.
Thank you, and good evening, sir.
All right. It's been a very wonderful time participating in this meeting, and since the Wikidata celebration, we came back. The network over here has been very, very bad. We are just trying to see what we can do when it shows up. But majorly, I have been able to concentrate in. Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Are you hearing me?
Yes, loud and clear, sir.
Yes. I've been working on mobilizing people to get to know what we are doing in the Wikipedia and all the other subsidiaries of the Wikipedia. I came back on Thursday, and there was a Southern Kaduna IT conference, and I just got wind of it. I attended, and thank God the organizers, people we've been together. So they gave me like 10 minutes, and I was able to hear the work of the Wikipedia over the nation and the work that is supposed to be done by the Tyap users group and the efforts that have been put on. It was really very, and a lot of people indicated interest when it comes to their languages or comes to some want to even volunteer right away. I think I mentioned that Friday. I said, so, like somebody called me this morning. He's working on. Hello?
Yeah, we are with you. We can hear you, sir.
Are you hearing me?
Yes, loud and clear.
So, told me she's working on an art gallery. She's a student of architecture, working on a gallery, and she gave me the location. I think we agreed to meet on Monday. Then I think I have 4 other people, a group from the Fontam tribe or language are really coming. They are coming to see me within the week. They have started working on documenting the language, and they want to come as a group so that we sit and talk. There are other aspects I will put them through in writing from the Jew experience before I talk about joining the Wikipedia. Then there are others that were in that meeting that are from the Kaninkong as a site. There are some from the Kagoma. So that has been the major thing. Now they are really excited about this work, and they are happy. They want to really see how they can join. But for the Wikidata, I think I've been doing my best. Whenever the network comes up, I try to create articles to the best of my ability. For the Lexims, I've not been able to do much in. been able to do anything in that aspect. Like Kuyed rightly said, I have gone back to check some of the articles we've created in the incubator, and it's really, it's really shocking and surprising. Somebody will just pick an article, assign, and then just make in fact, just write one sentence like, say, this is this, and that's all. All the rest is in English, and he has finished and gone. It was really serious. I saw so many of those. I had to work on them, man. We really need to cross-check. I said, oh, thank God that this you have to need and it did that improve and keep improve. So I think that's the preoccupation for now. But from that, I think.
Okay.
Then
So,
we only speak with Elkanah and Bernard, but for them, they've not been able to do much.
all right.
Yes.
Thank you.
That is thought from my side.
All right. So thank you very much, sir. We appreciate that update from your community. And just like any other community, just so you know, we are also activities from there. And truly, within the Jew community, I can only see that you are the most active person in that community. And I don't know what is happening with others. So maybe I would like to, pinch you a little. Maybe after this call now, you will check on them to also know what them, and because this is the report from the main head community here, as we can only see one person active, fully active, as regarding it is over there. And just so you know, also encourage them the issue of the Wikipedia, Jew Wikipedia on the incubator. If we don't have much people active in that incubator activity, it will take a very long time. So also encourage the community to participate in improving on those content, to be at least active in the Jew community, so that the Wikipedia can hash as quickly as possible. So please, after the call, check on them to know how you do. I know you people might have another group where you actually come. Please, jog them to know what's actually happening with them, and to also let them know if people in the incubator who are active, the whole thing will last there for a very long time. So let the spirit they have started with, let them continue, let them maintain it. We understand it is not easy, but for us, we know what we want and we know what we are after. So please encourage them to rekindle that fire and then become active, especially in the incubator. So thank you very much, sir. So before we move to the next agenda on our list, I don't know, is there any other person who has say as regarding the campaign so far? Anybody? Among our new people, community people who are just joining us recently, who have started working with us, is there anything you want to say to us so that at least we can hear your voice and to know you? I don't want to call names because I'm one of those teachers that I used to call names back then in class. So if there's anything you think you want to tell us as regarding the whole Wikimedia activities, what is your perception before now and after now that you understand the whole concept? Can we know?
So if nobody is talking, I will talk.
All right. So it seems these people, they are mostly shy people. All they do best is to allow them to just focus on creating items on Wikidata. When you come to talk like this, I understand that. So I will excuse you for that. So thank you very much. So before we move to the next agenda, Levi, is there any comment on the discussion so far? Okay.
Hello?
So by our time now, I think we promise to wrap up this whole thing. But if God help us, we didn't even cover the whole 44. That's good. So moving forward now, I want to believe the activities of the Wikimedia, the Tyap Wikimedia user group, so far is actually very boom. And among all of us on this call, is there anybody who will say he or she doesn't know how to create items on Wikidata? Among all of us, I don't think there is any, except maybe one, which maybe free, because he is a community member, but have not begun to contribute anyway. So I think only him. But any other person here is an active member of the community who has been contributing meaningfully. So I'm seeing a face here, Emmanuel Dangana. I want to know the face behind that name or the person behind that name. Can you please say something?
Emmanuel Dangana is from Zaria Hope. He's one of the returnees that we actually resuscitated.
So far as you can hear about the activity so far. So going forward now, we would be, what we should expect as a community, as the year is wrapping up, we intend to have the community meetup, have all the editors coming in from all the communities, at least representative from all communities. We are converging here in Kaduna, and the venue will be communicated because, but as the chairman has said, the date has been fixed, which is going to be happen on the 7th December. So I believe we will all make plans to attend that gathering. So that is that. So we will be expected to come, especially all our active editors, because on that day we are going to appreciate all the Wikidata top editors or top contributors on that day. So we'd like to have you all there so that we can celebrate. They say celebrate with those who are celebrating, for they shall celebrate with you someday. So we would like to welcome every one of us here. For those of us who are in Kaduna, it will be
Sorry, my computer went off. But can we all hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So
Yes.
as I said, the meetup is coming up on the 7th. So we'd like to have as many community members in that meetup so that we'll get to know each one of us. It's not all about meeting behind the screen and then having discussions. No. This time around, we just come not for the purpose of stressing us, but for the purpose of familiarizing ourselves with each other. So that by the time we meet tomorrow in the airport now, nobody will say, I don't know this one. No. I mentioned airport, some people are smiling. Don't worry. We'll meet there very soon. So we'll all get to know ourselves and also know our strengths. Because we understand as a community members, we all have weakness and we have strength, especially in the area of the project. So in that meetup now, we intend to identify each other's strengths. When I talk about strength, I talk about, we have different projects in the Wikimedia Foundation. So what we intend to do is to know what are you good at, because you discover some people are actually very exceptional when it comes to Wikipedia. Some are exceptional when it comes to Wiktionary. Some are exceptional when it comes to Wikidata. So by the time we identify people like that, during that time now we are going to set up a different system entirely, where people with your area of strength will encourage you to actually focus on that part so that we continue to develop that area based on your own understanding of it. So I think that is one of the focus area we are going to be focusing during the meetup. So that is that about the meetup. So I don't know how many of us will be ready to come for that event on that during that time. How many of us will be actually ready? But I want to believe almost all of us here will be in that meetup event. So thank you so very much. So so far, from all our experiences as regarding the activities of the community, there are other things you think we should have done it differently so that we can all learn, because this is the part where we actually seek opinions from people on how to improve on what we do. So from what you have participated so far and the discussion you have had so far, are there places or areas where you think, let's say these people, they overdo, or these people are not doing it right? So that, we are all here to, this actually, I don't know, village square kind of meeting where we discuss. So feel free to open up so that we will learn, so that we understand from all those lapses. So thank you so very much. As we await your reactions and feedback.
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you, sir.
Okay. I was trying to say something about Emmanuel Dangana. I don't know what happened to my mic.
Okay,
so
okay.
It's from the Zaria Hope. He's one of those that participated. I don't know why he's not responding.
Okay.
So he has been resuscitated by the grace of God.
So we thank God.
And then for the meetup,
yes,
we are trusting God to attend, because actually trusting God to have more people even to attend the meetup, and that will also bring them off speed. And then secondly, for the Wikidata add-on, I think we are gradually learning, as well as while we do the work, we are actually improving, because most of the things were strange when we are during the 12th during the birthday celebration.
Yes.
Some of those things were looking very difficult to do, but when you sit down to read some of these things, you'll be able to get one or two things out of it. So we are improving gradually. I actually had some mix-up. Sometimes I will edit, instead of an item, I will go and edit item on Lexim and Lexim on item. Confusion. But by the grace of God, we are improving. And then I don't know. Actually, Levy mentioned something about names. Editing on names. It's mostly the names we have in Tyap also. Can you just throw a little light to it? Secondly, there is a project that was advertised that I think we need to, that scholarship team, we need to educate ourselves on those adverts that were placed on that I saw shared on the page. Can you just throw some light so that whoever is interested, either the scholarship or the project, I think I saw something like that.
Okay, I think
Thank you.
All right, Levy. I think the scholarship that is talking about Wikimedia, if I'm not wrong. So maybe you just shed light on that.
Yes, that's the remaining. Yeah.
So the Wikimedia is actually the annual gathering of all Wikimedians all over the world. Every year, we usually have gatherings in different countries, and this time around, it happened to be in Africa. I think this should be the very first one. It is coming to West Africa, but South Africa has hosted it. I think last year it was Singapore also that hosted it. So the way it is done is that if you don't have the money to sponsor yourself to the very venue, next year is going to be Nairobi, and you don't have the money for flight or for accommodation, or maybe you have the money for accommodation, you have for transportation, local transportation, but you don't have for flight, then you can apply for either full scholarship or partial scholarship. And if you are able to sponsor yourself, well, when the time comes, you can also apply for, just fill the form, and you'll be present there. The visa is not going to be so much a problem. So that advert that was put there, you just click on the link, and then it is going to take some time. But then before you apply for it, you actually have to have an international passport, because it's like you want to travel to a country and you don't have the requirements, and passport is actually number one requirement, without which you can't even fill the form and submit. So if you have that criteria, you have met that criterion, please go ahead to apply for that. And apart from that, Wikimedia, we also have Wiki Hackathon. Hackathon is happening in Turkey, in Istanbul, by January or thereabouts this year. So hackathon is actually for people who participate in media wiki activities. That's why you see we stress it that please try to participate in things that have to do with all these technical things like programming. It doesn't have to be much difficult programming, just something simple. Whatever we do, the editings in Wikimedia, they are mixed with programming, even unknowingly. You may not know that it is, but it is. So for those of us who also work on Translate Wiki, Media Wiki, and stuff like that, whenever we see other people doing things in other communities, we try to replicate them. That one would not only be you are volunteering alone, but there are actually rewards to those things you are doing, and some of those rewards, so to say, are one of those travelings. So
Yamali Grace, please mute your mic.
So for those who are doing all those programming stuff, not really deep programming.
Please, Grace, can you hear us? Grace Baba, and then actually Joshua, Jacob, please mute your mic, sir.
So not only deep programming, we can apply for that hackathon that's coming up. They are all going to close very soon. Some of them are going to close by the end of this very month. Some of them are going to close by 1st or towards 8th of December. So apart from hackathon, there's also wiki education. I don't know, today is the last day or so of application. Wiki education, it has to do with, if you are already working on the outreach dashboard, then this one has to do with education already on its own. So the leaders of these very hubs, the Tyap hub, the Zaria hub, the TWU hub, you're already into it unknowingly. So I think there was a post that was sent by Buki for us to, if you're interested in joining the wiki education, to add yourself as a member or apply as a member. All these things they are just quite it takes just few minutes to do, and the rest is for you to keep on doing what you are doing. And at the end of the day, you see the criterion or the criteria they use to select people is not that this person is a Superman in Wikimedia or Superman in Wikipedia, Wikimedia, stuff like that. But once they see that someone is actually devoted to what they are doing, they may choose you. You may just be a new person that is just starting, and they may just choose to select newbies that are quite active. Your account is not up 3 months and you are very active. They will just select. There are different criteria that they use to select people. So you may not just know which one would work for you, but it's all on you. It's your own decision to make, either to continue being active or not. And some people were like, this our work is just about language. What would they get from editing language? You have a lot to gain, and when you are able to go to some of those meetings, you see that you meet people who are advanced, that they will put you through, they will teach you how to do some of those things. You form connections with such people, and we may not be able to give you the much that's needed, but those people outside would be able to put you through better with much more knowledge than we have here. So I think our major work here is to just bring it, introduce it to you, link it to you locally, and then you are able to pick the challenge and be serious. You really gain a lot from it. Okay.
All right. So, thank you very much, Tuelimo. I think I don't know if he has answered you.
No, actually, he has done so much justice to it.
Okay.
But
So I think,
sorry, excuse me, 1 minute, please. The ladies what was it that then? That other work you say you were giving.
Yes, the voices, the female voices.
Yeah, that's it. Maybe I don't know. They said they didn't hear from you yet.
Yeah, I actually wanted to speak on the female voices because we communicated with the lady again, the user Rising 8 from Germany, and she was like that she would have been she would have loved to be present in our meetup on December 7th, but on that day, unfortunately, she would not be free for that very day. Maybe she would have joined online, but then nevertheless, we're like probably if we delay this now, would maybe we'll keep a date and then we have a meeting, like a Zoom meeting or so, and then she should be present. So that was the initial thought, but we're going to get to it. We'll create the group. We have not created the group actually yet, but we'll create a group for just the lady folks, and then when we keep the date for that very meeting, then we would have the meeting very soon, maybe in the next 1 week or 2 weeks. Okay.
All right. So thank you very much. So just for those of us who might not understand the last response, there is need, the Wikipedia now, we also have the sound, the voices, where we'll upload on the Wiki Commons, where if a word is mentioned, is written, there will be a need for a sound to also actually say those words, either in the language or in English. So now there is a new project coming up which requires those voices to be mostly voices of women, because over the years the male folks have actually dominated that part. So that is pushing it back now to the ladies now, that okay, all communities should try to incorporate or to bring in ladies who can actually be calling those words in the the feminine voice, so that you can actually give you the sense of equality. That's what the women are actually fighting for right now, and the Wikimedia movement is open to giving them those opportunities to also do that which they want to do, so that everybody will be carried along. So that is just that. And if you want to know more about this whole activities, when we meet during the meetup, we'll also shed more light as regarding all this when we meet in December. So thank you so very much. On our time now, we have just 6 minutes or less to go. So I don't know, on a final note, from anyone who want to say something again before we wrap up.
Thank you so much for the information you've passed and the opportunity to speak. I just wanted to find out the December 7th.
Okay, sorry, can you say your name? Can you say your name so that we'll know?
Okay. My name is Richard Okomoko.
Okay. Joining us from where, ma?
Joining you from Jos, Nigeria.
All right. You are welcome, ma.
Thank you.
All right. So please go on.
Yes. I just want to know the details of the December 7th and if it's possible to join online and not face to face.
Yeah, part of the meetup is going to be like a fun fair kind of something, the jumping around kind of activities. But we'll try to see how we can incorporate, because on that day, all we want to do is to have, like this meeting now, we are only having it with people visually. So what we intend to do during the meetup is to actually have these people physically so that we get to know ourselves better. So that is basically what we do during the meetup. But before the meetup, there's going to be what we call the community meeting. Just as this meeting, we are going to have it physically on that day. So maybe howsoever it goes, we are going to have the roll down plans before that time. But then, if there is need for us to have the community meetup virtually, we are going to let the community know. But for now, this is just basically what it is.
Okay, thank you. Please, where is the venue for the meetup?
Yes, the venue will be announced.
Okay, okay.
Thank
So
you.
it could be
But
just.
no. I know you are going.
All
You're about to
right.
be selfish now. It's going to be in Kaduna.
Okay.
Definitely. Yes.
All right. So that's what I wanted to know.
It's
Okay.
fine.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Yes. So, any other person? Any other person?
Kamu kang bianga. Juba fong zetwa. Akama fong.
Ima, I just want to look for trouble. Unfortunate for you, actually Joshua is in a good mood today, so allow him.
Thank you.
Yes. So I don't know. Any final note first before we wrap up? We'll just have 3 minutes. Any final note? All right. Levy, final note from you.
Gwai, thank you for attending, and to Ayangali Richard, thank you for being present today. We just hope that one of these events you'll be present to actually participate with us. And for those of you who do not know her, she is actually this Tyap woman that is actually having this passion for the language, and despite the fact that she is married to an Urubu man, she is, both she and her husband, they're actually passionate to learn Tyap language and to promote it, and her children, they're actually learning the language, and we hope that we are going to have apps that would help in us in teaching the language the best way people or children can learn to. So very soon I'm going to drop the link to the page that we are going to sign up as those of us who are present in this very meeting, for attendance. And if you do not have an account yet with Wikimedia, I don't think it's going to be possible for you to sign up, because we need to sign up with the 4 tildes. But then you can just write your name, put a hashtag, and then write your name, and then submit it, publish it. I think it will still go for now. So let me drop the link now. Go ahead. Thank you.
All right. So thank you very much, sir. And to young Ali Richard, we appreciate you, because we as a community, we have heard so much about you. We have seen you have been following the activities, and we appreciate that. So we look forward, just as Levi have said, we look forward to seeing you physically in one of our meetings, so that we can actually get to know each other better. So for those of us who are on this call, we expect that at the end of the call, we are going to have at least some data to reimburse us for the data we have used so far for the meeting. So for those of us who will be interested in that, please send me your details through, how do I call it? And on Telegram. Send it to me privately, please, not on the main group. Send it to me privately on my number. I'm going to, yes, send it to me. I'll attend to that. So just send your name, your phone number, and then the network. So we're going to do justice. We're going to attend to that. It's going to be a little talking, but at least it will cover up for the data you have used for the meeting. So, in the absence of anything, on behalf of myself and the Tyap Wikimedia's user group leadership, we want to appreciate each and every one of us today for our time. And we look forward to having you again during our meetup comes December 7th, so that we'll get to snap selfie together and to also catch fun together. So from me to you, I say thank you for your time, and I look forward to seeing you. Please don't forget, keep on editing, and you never can tell what will happen. So this is just the beginning of something big coming your way. So thank you very much. I will look forward to seeing you again. Bye-bye.
Oh, thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Thank you all for coming. Please don't forget to sign up the attendance. The link is already there in the group. So at the end of this meeting, we are going to share the video and the audio on the group also. So bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye.
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 Levi, biar Kambwaku.
Oh.
This one is uppercut.
Yeah, this one is a future greeting. Oh.
Yeah. It's left for you to pick the challenge now. I know the needful.
Very well.
It's people decide to build my family.
Good luck. Sana packaging you
Yeah. You're the fuck. Yo. Bye bye.